Okay, everyone, we're doing it live. I'm trying out this live feature on my phone. I was just going to record a quick video and it said go live. So I'm live, trying to fix my taxes with this guy on the computer for hours and just had enough of it. So I want to do a video on Mizuno. I'm going to see if, I'm not sure I can, let me see. I guess I can turn this around. All right, so I wanted to show you these gloves. Ricky Henderson wore these gloves back in 89, 90, 91. I have a few of these from the 89 World Series. You see the Mizuno? It's M-I-Z. Looks like M-I-Z-S-O now. I mean, it's just so wrong. The 5 years that I worked there, I saw the Mizuno logo all the time. I was 16, 17 years old. It's been a long time, but don't worry. There's another part to this story here. So we got the cleats. I mean, a lot of players wore this. Mizuno logo on their cleats. Canseco and Henderson both wore Mizuno. This look, it just looks so wrong now. It looks like M-I-Z and a sideways S. And oh, it looks so bizarre. This really been messing with me because I remember Mizuno just being M-I-Z-U-N-O. It didn't have a sideways S. It's just blowing me away. I used to see this logo all the time back when I worked for the Oakland A's. I mean, I know it was a long time ago, but just bear with me. It just looks so odd. So, let me see. So around 91 or 92, Harold Baines here gave me a couple Mizuno bags. And I've used them. I still use them. One was a real big, giant Mizuno bag that I use. And then I just started a new position a couple months ago, and I'm using my old Mizuno bag that he gave me back in like 1992. So I'm looking at the bag now. I'm about to show you. So I asked my son, I said, all right, so we're going to go to this bag I've been using every day now for the past 2 months, and it's going to have the sideways S on it. I've been using this Mizuno bag the past 2 months, right? So, sure enough, I go to the bag. Let's go over to the bag, right? So I go to this bag. Let me turn this around here. All right, so I've been using this Mizuno bag now for a couple months. All right, here it is. It's all faded, all worn out. M-I-Z. It's got the U and the N. That's just so bizarre. And it's not like it changed on the bag. It hasn't changed on the bag. That's the way it's always been. So these things, they aren't changing. We are changing. Our consciousness is changing. We're shifting. So it's just such an odd thing. I think there's so many different versions of us. And we're just kind of split amongst all these multiverses. It's so crazy, everybody. I know that it's so crazy, but with this Mizuno bag, really got me thinking. It's like the bag hasn't changed. Mizuno's always had the crazy UN combo S, but it hasn't. It never did. I look at those old cleats that the player, Ricky Henderson, Jose Canseco, I look at those cleats now and I'm like, that wasn't that way when I used to look at that every single day for 5 years. Not every day, but I mean, hundreds of times a year. Just thousands of times I saw the Mizuno logo, when I was younger. So anyway, that's about it. I hope this becomes a video. I don't even know how this works. So while we're talking about it, I guess I'll show you this here. There's me right there in the middle with the 1989 team. So I'll just go ahead and share that real quick. But yeah, I mean, Mizuno was a huge part of my life. And when I saw that, it's just been bugging the heck out of me. But seeing that old bag is a trip because it's always been that way. You can see how it's all faded out. Well, just check it out again. I mean, it's always, that's just so bizarre. I mean, it looks like a sideways S now. It's just so weird. So the bag's never changed. my consciousness is what's changed. So I guess sum this up. If you remember Mizuno being Mizuno without the U and the N connected. And if it's always been connected, it's always been Miz sideways S-O, Mizso, then go ahead and thumb the video down. But that's about it. Let's see, I got some messages up here. This is kind of weird. I've never done this before. So let me see here. Actually, it looks like they went away. I don't know how this works. Oh, here they are. Let's see. Kurt says that's a cool Sweet A's picture. I'll bet that was fun. Yeah, it was great times. Maybe I'll do a video talking about some of the crazy moments over the 4 years. I have a video I made back then that was on television. Been trying to get it onto a CD so I could put it on the channel. I did an interview. What's her? Lisa Ling? I think she's with National Geographic now. I think that's her name. Lisa, I think it's Lisa Ling. She was like 16 years old. She came to my house, did a little interview, and hung out with me all day. It was really cool. She went on to become famous, and I'm, well, semi-famous with, you know, a few subscribers here on YouTube, but anyhow, yeah, one of these days I'll have to get that video up. Let's see. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just trying to read some of these comments here. So maybe I'll do this again. This is weird. I don't know. I'm used to doing my normal thing, you know, how I do my videos, but I would like to get my face on here a little more often. A lot of you know what I look like from the live chats I've done and other videos I've recorded where I've put myself on the video, but thanks everyone who's commenting. Rather than try and answer each individual person, I guess I'll cut this off, but I just, I don't know, this whole Mizuno thing's been driving me nuts. And a lot of people may not even know Mizuno's not like Nike. If the Swish and Nike, the swoosh changed, you know, it's just totally off. So many more people would notice that. But Mizuno's big for me because it was such a big part of my life at one time. So I'm going to share this book that I just got. I just picked up this book. Wonder if anyone's seen it. I just ordered it. It looks backwards, actually. The Reconnection. Dr. Eric Pearl. Someone recommended it. Someone in Mexico that was on Dr. Lupo's channel. Really interesting guy to listen to. And so he recommended the book, so I went ahead and picked it up. And I really feel there's something with this, because there's something going on. There's a lot of things going on, everybody, and I know a lot of you are all tuned in with what I'm tuned in with, but this is positive. I'm sorry, those people saying that this is satanic black magic and all that stuff. I don't think so. It could be, but yeah, someone's mentioned the Mark McGuire Mandela effect. I've seen that. MCGW. Well, they put MCG. I remember his name with a W. I used to see it all the time for like 5 years. I always remember it having a W. So if it doesn't have a W now, let me see. Let me look up over here. Where the heck is he? I'm looking on here real quick. Which row is he in? And that was a great team. Anyone who's into baseball, I don't really pay attention myself anymore, but that 1989 A's team with Ricky Henderson, Canseco, McGuire, those were the days. MCGWIRE. Let me look at that again. MCG. You know what? Now, oh my gosh, now that I see the way they just spelled McGuire on here, and I'm looking at it, MCGWIRE, MCG wire. It doesn't look right. I remember a U in there. And maybe McGuire's last name is a Mandela effect. That's kind of trippy, now that I think about it. Oh my gosh. Maybe it is a Mandela effect. That's kind of weird. I wasn't thinking it was. Okay, everyone, I'm going to cut this off. I guess we'll try this again. This is kind of cool with the comments and everything here. Yeah, the Haas avocado. Who was that? Donovan? Mentioned the Haas avocado is big for a lot of people. That's huge. All right, hold on. I got to. This guy's gonna drop off if I don't respond here. All right. Well, he looks like he already cut off. I'm working with someone in a chat on H&R Block for like 3 hours. I can't get the state program. I'm trying to finish my taxes. It's been a mess. But anyway, he dropped off, so he gave me a ticket number. I should probably write that down. So yeah, Mandela effect. It's not going away, that's for sure. It's just getting more and more crazy. While I'm thinking about it, let's see. I'm thinking of doing a video on objects in the mirror may appear closer than they are, or something like that. I don't know, whatever it says in the side view mirror is not what I remember. It says objects in the mirror are closer, or something. They are closer than they appear. I think that's what it says now. It was never a definitive thing like they are closer. I mean, it was a thing like they may appear closer than they are. I think that's what I remember. Does anyone remember that? Objects in the mirror on the car. Yeah, they may appear closer. Not, they are closer. I mean, now you look at the mirror, the side view mirror, it says, they are closer than they appear. No, how can you say definitively that it's closer than it looks in the mirror? I mean, it was always like a passive type, may appear closer. So I think I'm going to do a video on that. It was may appear. Objects in the mirror may be closer than they appear. Yeah, something like that. Or may appear closer than they are. Or maybe closer than they appear. It was one of those. It was like a could be type thing. It wasn't they are closer. I mean, that's what the mirrors all say now. It's just, I don't know, it's so weird. May appear closer than they are. So I'm going to do that video. I got a whole lot of videos. There's, like with the Mizuno, the sideways S thing, we got Kroger now has this weird S thing, Bounce. Sunkissed. There's all these S's appearing. Now, I don't want to get too far into like, I don't know. I guess I'll just throw it out there. I mean, all these S's, it makes me think of serpents. We have serpents in our ancient history and pyramids. So you have Quetzalcoatl, the bird serpent. You have dragons, you have flying dragons in Europe, you have flying serpents go way back, 5,000+ years, and pyramids are all around the planet. So in different cultures all around the world, you have serpents. You have the serpents in Egypt. You have them everywhere. You have the dragon in China. I mean, you got these serpents everywhere, and you have pyramids. So I'm seeing tons of A's turn into like pyramids. I remember them being an A. And then I'm seeing these S's dropping off, being put on. Now I'm seeing like S's, like letters joined, making S's. So I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there, everybody. It's just kind of something I've been tossing around, thinking about. It's just a weird thing. Um, Let me see here. Sammy Sosa. Cindy put Sammy Sosa question mark. The way she spelled it looks right to me. In this reality, Hitler was the good guy. What? I gotta look into that. I've been really working like, oh my gosh, it's almost 10 o'clock. I got to get up at like 5. I've been working a lot lately, so I don't have time to do these videos, but I have to keep doing them because it helps me, it helps a lot of other people. I want to document my memories. I still want to do a Home Depot, a Rubix, Rubix, Google with the slanted E. I'm like, not sure. It kind of looks different to me. I wanted to do something on Kroger. I think my next video is going to be on the objects that may appear closer than they are type thing. There's so many videos to do. There's just, and it's so funny, all the people that are denying that there's anything happening. I know I shouldn't talk about it. I can't help. I get so many comments. And I get all these people, like on my Vaseline. I remember Vaseline, Vasoline. But it's always been Vase, Vaseline, Vaseline, like baseline. It's always been Vaseline, Vaseline. I remember with an O. So it's kind of, I think it's maybe 50-50, or there's more people that recall an O on the voting, thumb up, thumb down. But I have over 100,000 views on that video, on the Vaseline video. I don't know why. It got put somewhere. I don't know. I got 100,000 views on it. But every day, there's like, no, it's always been Vaseline. I got an old jar here, whatever the people will say. Always been Vaseline. That's fine. It always has been Vaseline. These people don't understand the Mandela effect. Yes, it's always been Vaseline. I get it. It's always been that. But I have all these people coming on and say, no, it's always been Vaseline, or they just don't understand the Mandela effect. I don't think they understand the concept of the effect, actually. Did Trump bomb Syria in this reality? Yeah, my wife mentioned something about that. I'm not even paying any attention to that stuff anymore. I mean, if I had bombers flying over my house, dropping bombs, I guess that'd be part of my reality, but I don't want that negativity. A little part of me feels bad for not wanting to pay attention to it. I should know what's going on. I remember being young, my grandparents were all, you got to watch the news, you got to know what's going on. And so I did for the next 25 years. And then now, since the Mandela effect, I've turned off the news. I turned off TV long ago, everyone. Don't get me wrong. I haven't had a show that I watch in 10 years, 15 years. I just don't watch television. But I was kind of watching the news and stuff. No news now. No negative news. I mean, I don't see it. My dad, I think he still reads the newspaper, sits there and, so-and-so got shot in Oakland or whatever. And just, people get shot every day. I don't need to be reading about it. The negativity and all the news is just so ridiculous. It's all, exactly, Allison. It's just all promoting fear. It's all promoting fear. And so I don't want anything to do with any of that. I've just turned it all off. I don't want any of that fear mongering. I don't even want to look at it. Your dad must be stuck in 1978 if he's... I know, that's pretty crazy. I think he still reads the newspaper every day. He's not getting his news from the internet. I know he watches Fox. I mean, the right-wing propaganda. I have people in my family that say, oh no, Fox is fair and balanced. I'm like, okay. I did like Trump talking about CNN and their fake news. That was great. There's so much fake news. Most of it, I think, is fake, actually. Um, this whole Mandela effect thing happening is every day. It took over my channel. Obviously, I don't do the finance stuff anymore. But you know what? I'm thankful the Mandela effect took over my channel, and I'm not doing the financial stuff anymore, because the financial stuff, it was a lot of negative stuff. I mean, trying to tell people about the Federal Reserve and how it's a private organization, and not a single share is owned by the U.S. government. It's private. It's a private entity, and by trying to explain that to people, oh, there's just so much negativity and all that, and I'm happy I'm not even looking at that anymore. Every day I'm trying to be positive. Now I gotta ask everyone a quick question. What's this? Oh, yeah. Sorry, Taryn. I was thinking I could get on tonight. I didn't know it was all ladies' night all night long. I was hoping Junior and I could jump in the end, but I'll try next Thursday. I've been working a lot, so that's why I wasn't able to make it the last couple weeks. Maybe next Thursday I can jump on. Let's see here. Yeah, don't feel bad. I'm sorry. I just left and went to do other things, Taryn, because I don't have a lot of time. But I didn't know. I thought like after a few hours you would open it up, but it was. I understand if it was just an all ladies' night. That's fine. I understand that. I just didn't know. I mean, I haven't. I guess I didn't watch your advertisement you make about the coming show. I didn't watch this last one, so I didn't know. But yeah, hopefully I can try and jump on next Thursday night. Let's see here. Nick is aware of the real truth of our world. No need to attack him. I'm not sure who Nick is. We just shifted again. Check all the movies. Yeah, oh, I was going to ask everybody. Oh, wait, Taryn, if you're still there, you put up some meter. I saw when I was driving home. I saw, I was listening to the show, and you put up some meter, and I looked over, and I saw this meter thing that someone had created. The last few days, were off for me. I was kind of like negative, and not really negative, just like a little bit of depression, and I don't know. I didn't feel good at all. Not like medic. I wasn't sick or anything. I just kind of irritated and edgy. I don't know. My son was saying, "What's wrong?" And I'll have to ask you more about that. But has anyone else that's experiencing the Mandela effect? I wanted to ask if the last few days were kind of weird as far as your mood, I guess is the best way to put it. Uh, yeah, I know the trolls. That one guy, oh my gosh, every day he makes a video about me. He must have nothing better to do. That just blows me away. But not many people are watching his stuff, so I don't really care. Let's see. Yes, sorta. Been experiencing edginess, insomnia the last few days. Yeah, the last few days were weird. I'm gonna have to. Taryn on his show tonight was talking about. He had some meter where it's like extreme. He had a Mandela meter where it's moderate, extreme. Uh, it was something. I think it's with the Schumann resonance, the frequency of the planet. I think it had to do with that. Tony the Tiger, Frosted Flakes nose is blue now. Yeah, I've known about that for a long time. I could have been blue when I was a kid. I don't know on that one. Um, let's see. My wife has insomnia the last 4 days. And, well, I really got to hit the sack, everyone. If you enjoyed this little live stream, maybe I'll try and do this myself. I've never been into doing this. I get into the chats with these other people on Taryn's channel. That was odd the first time, but I'll do more of this, if I can. This is kind of cool looking at all the comments here. I never really did this on my own before. Yeah, thanks for all the people that jumped in to check this out. I hope this becomes a video because I want it to be a voting video on Mizuno. So I guess I'll find out when I click this off right here. So there'll be a lot more videos coming, everybody. And I guess I'll turn in. Thanks for checking out the live stream. My first live stream, doing it live. All right, everyone. I'll talk to you all soon. Good night.